Good morning, everybody. So today is jobs day. That means meal prep, washing, cleaning, vacuuming, mopping, because I have two cats and it's raining and they can't help but run in and out and do parkour through the lounge. So there's footprints everywhere, so that's fun. And I'm also getting a haircut today because when you have short hair, it grows out really quickly and you start to look like a yeti. So first I'm going to put my favourite eye lift serum on, because my eyes are always dehydrated. This has a really nice cold glass roller ball which you can roll around, and then ideally you should spend some time patting into the skin. And this contains a really clever combination of ingredients to actually contract and lift the skin around the eye, and it contains loads of hydration ingredients, which is the main reason I use it, because my skin around my eyes gets so sore because of my friggin' allergies. And it contains caffeine, which helps boost your microcirculation, so it can help to reduce the look of kind of dark circles, fatigue, and also puffiness. So this is one of my favourite eye products. It's just so soothing and it's really, really lovely. So that's that done. Next, I think we'll go in with my trusty Power Essence Tonic, which is the antioxidant, anti-pigment, hydrating mist all in one. I prefer to put it into my hands and then press that onto my skin. So if you suffer with dehydrated skin, I'm seeing a lot of patients recently with their skin barrier is not happy. You do need to really take a bit of time to put your layers on. It's not a case of just putting like one cream on and then doing all your jobs for the day. In this cold weather, with this rain and wind, that's not going to last you, unfortunately. When your skin is exposed to the elements for hours and hours, by the time you come to do, your afternoon school run, or perhaps you're going out for a walk, you really need to put more cream or layers on and protect your face like you would your body by wearing layers, a jumper and a coat. So don't forget, relayering is key if you have sensitive skin. Next, I'm going to go in with the amazing Vit C corrective serum. So I recommend that all my patients use vitamin C if tolerated, and this particular formulation of vitamin C is very well tolerated by my patients. So vitamin C is an antioxidant, helps to protect your skin against UV damage, so generally it's used in the morning. It helps with scarring, red marks, pigmentation, dullness. It stimulates healthy cell renewal, and mostly what we use it for is collagen production, so stimulating healthy, firm skin. That is Vit C done. So you'll see I have slight touch sensitivity. I go a bit red when I rub my skin. This is really normal in patients that have, dehydrated, a bit reactive skin, and that will calm down again in a couple of seconds. Always the Vit B3, our most popular moisturiser. So this is niacinamide. It helps to reduce redness, inflammation, gives you a lovely healthy skin barrier, helps you to tolerate your actives better. So if you're on acne, topicals or harsh products at the moment like Duac, Epiduo, Differin, tretinoin, you do need a really good moisturiser. It makes all the difference. So Vit B is my absolute hero for every single patient, including our teens and tweens as well. Now, today the weather is horrid. It is raining and really windy, and because I've got to go into town, I've run out of some herbs and spices as well, so I'm going to go see the herb and spice stall on the market. I'm actually going to apply the Vit D. Those of you that use the products and are registered on the shop, you'll know about the Vit D. It's kind of like one up from the Vit B, so patients who have dehydrated, sensitive skin, dermatitis, eczema, they just need that extra layer. It's actually been renamed. It's now called VCR. So you won't be able to find Vit D, but you'll see VCR instead. And again, a real patient favourite because it's so rich and nourishing. It just gives you that extra layer of protection when the weather is a bit horrible, which it is at the moment. Now you can rub any spare into your hands. Let that all absorb a little bit and then do what I call the check, where you check your skin and it should feel, nice and plump and moisturised. If it still feels dry or thirsty, then you need to carry on with your layering until you reach the point where you feel that you've put enough cream on. So just like when you're moisturising your body, sometimes I moisturise my arm and then a few minutes later it feels really dry again, so I'll put another layer on. You have to keep layering until you hit the sweet spot. Now, sunscreen always, because if it's daylight then it's UV light. Okay, that's all you need to remember. If it's daylight, it's UV light. Daylight is UV. The UV will vary on any given day, of course, but if you make sunscreen a standard part of your morning, then you won't need to worry because you'll always be protected. So you want to put a generous amount on, and then in summer or the warmer months, I would then go in again with that same amount over the top to make sure I've not missed any areas. I'm actually wearing a funnel neck jumper today, so I'm not going to come too far down, and I always wear a scarf to protect my neck and my lower face. So make sure you apply your sunscreen really liberally, and again, if you wear makeup, then obviously let it dry as much as you can and absorb into the skin to avoid kind of pilling or your makeup not sitting properly, and then gently go over the top, you know, with your beauty blender or whatever you like to use. Always put SPF on your lips, guys. Seeing a lot of patients in clinic with lip lines, lip damage, lip pigmentation. These are all available again on our online store. They are broad spectrum, packed with peptides. They help to reduce the occurrence of cold sores, and they will help to prevent lip aging, so shrinking of the lips, lip lines, and loss of fullness. So I just keep one of these pretty much in every pocket, and I just reapply all the time. Those of you that come to clinic will see me constantly nipping back to my desk to put my lip balm on. I can't cope if my lips are dry. I cannot concentrate. That is it really. Do my brows. Can't get it open because I've got sunscreen on my hands. So I've not got much brow lamination at the moment. It really does make a difference to my face because I've got very heavy eyelids and heavy eyebrows. So when they're laminated, they sit a lot nicer. A lot of people ask me about my brows. I use Revita Brow. It's incredible. It's on the online shop. And I use Revita Lash as well, which is incredible. And I get my lashes lifted. They're not lifted at the moment, but when they are, combined with the Revita Lash, they are just incredible. And the reason I use that particular brand, one, it was designed by a doctor for his wife who had cancer and was losing her hair, and so he designed these serums, the eyelash and the eyebrow serum. They also do other products as well. But the main reason I love it is because they've done extensive testing on real humans where they've tested the fluid of the eyes to see if the eyelash serum is present, and they've also measured the pressure of the eyes to see if the ingredient that grows the lashes was affecting the pressure of the eyes, and all the studies came back clear. So for me, I like that depth of protection that they've done for us because it is an object that we're using near the eyes. So you'll always find me with my Revita Lash and Revita Brow on all my nightstand stuff when I'm doing my evening routine. So I highly recommend those. Be very careful where you get products like that from because you have to be an authorised stockist. So we are an authorised registered UK stockist of Revita Lash and Revita Brow. If you are buying stuff on Vinted, eBay, Amazon, you need to be very careful because this might be counterfeit, and there was an investigation into this. If you search on Google, you'll find a significant amount of products that people had ordered were counterfeit, and when you're using something near your eye or on your skin, you can't really afford to cut corners like that. So do make sure that where you're getting it from is an authorised stockist of that actual product so that you can make sure you can track the purchase chain and you don't get into trouble. That is it really. If you wanted to wear a bit of coverage today, I will demonstrate how. I would recommend the CC creams. Again, these are available to patients. These are incredible because they're packed again with antioxidants, skin soothing ingredients. They're safe for patients with acne and breakouts. They're safe for teenagers. They're safe during pregnancy and breastfeeding. And not only are you getting the coverage, but you know you're getting a good quality skin product as well because it's pH formula. So if you want to, I'll demo, you can pat on, and that just gives you nice glowy coverage. You then rub in, and the great thing about this is it's amazing to kind of diminish darkness under the eyes. And then you just kind of pat and blend in, great for redness around the nose, makes you blend the neck, and it just gives you the most incredible glowy light coverage. So if I go to like dance class and I'm worried about being a bit red, or perhaps I'm meeting up with friends and I just want like a little bit extra glow, this is what I will use. And this is a great product, you know, if you're going to work and you don't want full face coverage, which can look cakey, and we don't recommend because it can be quite irritating and pore blocking. This way you're getting a lovely coverage. You can use it heavier as a concealer by dotting it onto your finger and then kind of pressing it into areas you want to lighten up. And then throughout the day, when you need to top up, if you're going out for lunch, you're going out after work, you can simply, refresh, pat it all again, top up, as if you're applying makeup, except it's a sunscreen. So this is one of my fave products for just making sure that my patients feel confident. So they have that light coverage, but I'm reassured that they're not causing themselves UV damage by applying makeup, which is not a sunscreen, guys. So this kind of hits, all the benefits and ticks all the boxes. And that's it. I won't do my forehead because I have a full fringe and I'm going to the hairdressers. So she's going to be cutting and washing and wetting. But I hope you can see the kind of coverage that the CC gives. It just gives that a lovely, glowy, ever so light coverage, kind of velvety finish. It's beautiful. Slight glow, it's not matte. I will also do my eyelashes. I have found a mascara that is the only one that doesn't seem to irritate my eyes, which is the Clinique High Impact. So all of my makeup products I've added on the link in my bio under Dr. Amber's favourite recommended products. You can find everything there. And I also like this MAC plumping gloss. It's got the most ridiculous name, I can't remember. I think it's called Squirt or something bizarre. And this is the one that came in a really nice kind of reddy colour. So I really like that. I'll spare you the joy of looking up my nose while I apply my mascara, so I'll do that off camera. As always, if you've got any questions about the full routine, pop them below. Just a reminder that PH Formula is a very specialist professional brand. They're an incredible company. The research they do into the products is insane. When we go on the training, one product such as the eye lift serum can have a 15-page booklet with all of the clinical trials and evidence and explanations about the ingredients just for that one product. So please understand that when we say you need to book a consultation, we're not being awkward. That's just the professional values of the company, and I completely respect that. They want their products to be used safely and carefully following a consultation. Once you've had your consultation, you'll have access to the products. So it's not like we're trying to be difficult or like a secret cult. We're just trying to keep things professional so that patients understand what is best for their skin. And when you're having professional products like this, if you have them willy-nilly all over the internet, people will get into trouble. They will use the wrong product. They may use something that has retinol in that they shouldn't when they're pregnant, etc., etc. So this way you know exactly what you are meant to be using from a professional expert, and you get ongoing advice complimentary whenever you need it to tweak your routine. So if you want to work with me and you'd like some bespoke professional advice for your skincare with absolutely no pressure, the plan comes to you after the consult. You can have a cup of tea and sit at home, read through your plan, and then if you want to go ahead with anything, you can, but you don't have to. So a lot of people have messaged saying, oh, I'm a bit anxious or nervous, because I think they get this impression that because I work in cosmetics, that it's like a plastic surgeon's office where they're going to strip you down and be like, right, you need this, you need that, that's horrific. It's not like that at all. It's very professional, very relaxed, two-way chat between the both of us about your goals. I'll then put a plan together for you and you can read that in your own time. So I hope that helps explain how I work with my current lovely patients. Have a wonderful day and see you soon.